2026 is going to be the year of my biggest book buying ban. For at least 10 months, I'm going to be very strict on what I am buying. Very little, one book a month from my book box, and basically nothing else. So let's kick off 2026 with a Christmas book haul though, as it will be the last one for a while. Me and my family do where we basically just buy for one family member. So these were all for my sister, and she just kind of read for a load of ones. I didn't ask for anything, so she had bought most of these basically off the cuff, read them and thought they sounded interesting and thought that I might like them. So I really appreciate that from her. So these are the books that I got. I got two classics. Journey to the Moon by Jules Verne. I've read one other book by Jules Verne, which I did quite enjoy, and The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling. I obviously know the story of this, but I've never read the book. So two new classics to add to the collection. Then she got me two little graphic novels. The first one is a manhwa, a Korean comic, and that is Cherry Blossoms After Winter. This, I believe, is a BL one. Never heard of it, but it looks cute. And then the other one is called Breaks. This is volume 1, and this is a collection, I think, of from a webcomic. I also think it's queer though, so a theme in that sense. Then I got two non-fictions. I got Queer as Folklore. This is a book that tells the hidden queer histories of myths and mythology. I think that will be very interesting to read. I love mythology and myths, and so yeah, seeing the kind of queer elements will be nice and fun. As well as Jack and Eve. This is the two women in love and at war. This is a story of courage and love in the face of violent conflict, introducing the forgotten feminist trailblazers whose impact on military and queer history was profound. I have never heard of these women before, so I'm very interested to read their story. And then got a bunch of fiction books. I think these are mostly YA or of miscellaneous genres. There is The Good Luck Girls. I think this is the story of a group of girls that are sold into slavery and their history after that. I don't know if it's fantasy or if it has any kind of elements or if it is just a kind of general fiction, but yeah, it sounds interesting. I actually really love the gold foiling on the cover. Two that are technically ARCs. Where I know my sister got these from was a charity book sale. They were allowed to sell ARCs there. They had a sign saying they had permission because they were a charity book sale. So this one called It's Only a Game, which is a YA mystery thriller about a game that I think ends up going a bit awry where people die. Love that. I love a YA mystery thriller. They are so like fast-paced and bingeable. As well as Fallout, which is another queer general fiction book, I think. Again, YA, about a kind of coming of age story, I'm guessing. One that I really love the cover of, and I think I did mention this when we were there together, and that is The Wicked Ones. This is a Disney kind of story about Drizella and Anastasia from Cinderella, but I think the artwork on that is absolutely stunning. This one I did know I mentioned to her, and that is I Kiss Sarah Wheeler by Casey McQuiston. I've read Red, White and Royal Blue by her. Really enjoyed it. So yeah, I want to read her other books as well. And finally, Our Infinite Fates by Laura Stephen. I've heard good things about this, about I think a couple are constantly reincarnated, continuously meet each other, but also continuously kill each other in some way. But yeah, really exciting. So those are the Christmas books that I got. I'm so grateful for them. And yeah, that will be wrapping up book buying. You won't see any book hauls on this channel for a long, long time because the book buying ban has now officially started.